everybody. Happy Tuesday. Episode 128. Hard to believe. But yeah, we're moving along here, making some progress. Let me see. Why don't I have a chat up here? Let me fix this real quick. Well, I don't know why I don't have a chat up. Chat. There we go. Okay. Let me just put on there. Hey Dave, hey Rick, how you doing? Yeah, so I don't know why it was weird. I didn't have the chat wasn't on there, but I got her up now, so doing better. There we go. Get so I can see the screen. All right, so yeah, we went to Darrell Gywynn's car show Saturday night, and I did a chassis cert on Mike Harrigan's fuel altered. He's hoping to run some IHRA races events with it this year. So I went down, and since I was there, I went ahead and did a chassis cert on it. And my wife and my youngest daughter were kind enough to go around and get some video footage for us. I just now downloaded it also. It's once again not edited. Sorry about that, but should be pretty good. Hey Chuck, how you doing? But yeah, so we got that done. Chuck and Dave helped me get the hood on Scott's Skylark on Saturday, and I had a couple little things I had to tighten up on it, and it's ready for road testing tomorrow. I could have road tested it today, but it rained most of the day, so I didn't want to get it out and get it all nasty since we have to take it to the Cool Wheel show on Sunday. And I've got to do a little out-of-town excursion on Thursday and come back Saturday. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to get it all detailed out. So it's fairly clean right now, so I figured I'd try to keep it that way. But that's moving along, and we got a coil pack set up on the T-type. I have to thank Dave for helping me out with that. Pretty tough job to get the one A1 IGN big high performance coils to get all 6 of them up there where it fit behind the intake, and cleared the wiper arms and all the other stuff around transmission dipstick and everything else that's around that. So I took a couple minutes to get that all straightened out. You know, did a cardboard template, and then we went to a thin aluminum to see if we could get it to actually fit, and then eventually put it on a piece of 1/8 inch aluminum, and came out real good. But it's one of those deals that, you know, something simple like just mounting up some ignition coils ended up taking probably about 8 hours to get done, being that there was 2 of us working on it. But got that done. So that was a huge thing to get through. I just have to fix up the actual coil sub harness, because it comes, the harnesses are actually made for like an LS. So, you know, I have to remove 2 coil wires, and then it's also a big wire kit, so it's got a big heavy power and ground. So I have to clean all that up and shorten it up so where it makes sense, and then we're ready to install the Terminator harness then, because everything else is all mounted up now. We have all the pressure sensors and all that stuff's all mounted. So going to work out real good. And I actually needed to mount a vacuum log for all the for the 1/4-inch hardline, nylon hardline, to run to the wastegate and the blow-off valve and the boost controller. So that was able to mount right on that same bracket. So that worked out really nice. Came out really clean. Unfortunately, Scott's car has been underneath that car. It's been up on the lift, so I didn't get a good picture of it. But we'll get some stuff for that next week and see how that all goes. And of course, next Sunday, or this Sunday coming, is the Cool Wheel Show down at Tradewind Park in Deerfield. And that's a big show. Normally 1,200 cars. I think it was 1,272, I think, last year. So it's probably our South Florida's big car show of the year. So we got the Landis Performance Group. We got a bunch of guys going to all park together, and we'll get some video on that for next week's show, and try to get some more pictures on the T-Type as we get ready to wrap that thing up. And of course, I'll get a video tomorrow on Scott's. Hopefully the rain subsides and I can get some road tests on that, make sure that's all dialed in, and we can get that thing ready to go. So that's pretty much kind of what's been going on. Trying to think, that is really about all we had. It's hard to believe it in a couple of days you can get so little done, especially when you start talking about it. It's like that's all we got done, but it does take time, and we just keep pushing through it. So just lost my my page here, but yeah, so go ahead and show you guys some videos from the Darrell Gywnn car show. 26. Why is that doing that? It's loading up. Hang on a second. There we go. So again, like I said, these are unedited, and of course I am not going to put any music or let any of the music from the video come through, because I keep getting snagged on music copyrights. Last week's show, one of the little clips of Scott's engine had radio in the background, and it took me probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes of going through all the videos till I found the video. And I mean, I had to turn the volume all the way to wide open to even kind of hear the music in the background. But AI or whatever YouTube is using picked it up, and I didn't get a strike for it, but we had to do a monetary share with the band. It was a good song anyway. So I mean, I guess that's a caveat from that. But so yeah, so we got to do that. Let me go ahead and get this queued up here. All right, so here's some videos in no particular order, and at the end I'm going to show you well, hopefully she got video of the car before this fire up, and then we have the fire up on Mike Harrigan's fuel altered, so that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and switch screens here. I need to turn off the music. That's microphone output. We want to get rid of the output. Okay, so that should hopefully drown out the sound. So let's go ahead and play this. So hopefully that's only my voice is on there. Hey Ron, how you doing? But yeah, so hopefully this has only got the you don't hear any background music because that would be a strike on us. Um, but there were some pretty cool cars there. Of course, we're looking at the videos through my daughter's eyes. Okay, well, that was a odd one. I don't know what she did there. Well, I don't know what happened there, but she's got the camera upside down. Like I said, we haven't scanned any of these videos yet, so uh, there we go. That's back right. So big mixture of cars at this show. It's a benefit show for Darrell Gywynn's foundation. For you guys that may not know, Darrell was a local hero, I guess. Him and his father ran Top Fuel. He was a NHRA world champion in alcohol dragster, and then he moved up to Top Fuel, and he was on his way to becoming a big name racer in that class, and unfortunately had an accident in 1990 and became paralyzed and lost one arm, and so they created a foundation for people with paralysis, and they usually give a mobility chair away every year, and so this show is a fundraiser to help out that foundation. And I think they also did a children's center or something this year. But this is my buddy Mark's truck, beautiful truck. He's had this thing forever. Nice 632 in it. I guess I could put a little bit of background noise in there. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Maybe on the next break here, I'll put some background music playing on it. Maybe I won't be able to do that. It's going to be wanting to play all the sounds. But anyway, I guess I'll just keep running my mouth. But some really nice cars. So what I was getting at was there's a lot of race cars, a lot of street performance cars, plus your regular show cars. So it's a very eclectic car show compared to what you normally would see. Being that it's all that. And the other cool thing is Miami Hollywood Speedway, which obviously Darrell and his dad raced at. That track has been gone for many years now. It's a housing development, but there is a group, the reunion show, the Miami Hollywood reunion guys, and they have a Hall of Fame, and every year they induct a couple drivers into that Hall of Fame. So this is also part of the show. They do inductees at the end. Rick, Darrell, and his dad were there, and of course they have Darrell's picks on the car shows, on the car awards. So this is the fuel alter. No, actually, she's got a picture of me doing the chassis certification on the car. So being I don't do fuel altereds or funny cars that often, I had to just double check a couple of the things. I had to go into the SFI book just to make sure everything was up to snuff. But Mike's had this car for a number of years. He was running some funny car chaos events with it. And this last year, with the regrowth of IHRA, they were running fuel altereds this year. And so he's trying to get in on that. So he put an altered body on it. And here's a restored old top fuel dragster, excuse me. Oh, my wife's in the video a little bit. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to do any editing on these. But cool selection of cars and trucks and stuff there. That's my buddy Mike's new truck he just picked up. He was actually supposed to have his 80 Trans Am there that I built a 400-inch engine for, and the had a problem with the circuit board and the distributor, so he couldn't go. Ryan, I don't think there's any liability for me. I'm certified from SFI and from IHRA, so but we try to make sure that the cars meet the criteria. So as long as the car meets the criteria and I did my job properly, there shouldn't be any other things that would come back on me. I believe that's my buddy Steve's car. He must have added a hood scoop. I don't remember that being on there before. See if we get the name. Yeah, I can't catch the name on it. I think it's my buddy Steve's car. And the race car turnout wasn't quite as big as it was in the past, being that we don't have a racetrack anymore. So a lot of guys are, have sold their cars or just they aren't in the know. This show, because they usually get packed, they don't really advertise it very much. So if you're not in the know, it happens every year and you don't even know it. But we still got a full field of cars, just a lot more show cars this year than race cars. Really nice Chevy too. Nice Mordor. I believe it's an early Ford. I have to look at the grill. Yeah, 37 Ford. And of course we have some imports there too. Nice Chevrolet. But being this show is down in Broward, we definitely see some cars that we would normally see up in our area. And of course, next week at the Cool Wheel Show, it'll be that way also. Something you don't see all the time. Mercedes, I believe it's a 280, I think. But it's really nice that Tom Sheehan opens up his car dealership for this car show. This is his normal used car lot, so obviously you can see awesome lighting for a nighttime car show. Usually don't get this kind of action. Nowadays, there was way more regular show cars there than race cars. Your car would be a real good candidate for the show. Pretty cool old Studebaker. I don't think my daughter knew that all this was going to be on there. But I really appreciate her doing the work because I was busy with this chassis cert and running into old friends from the racetrack and stuff like that. So gave me a time to do my deal and still get a pretty good amount of the cars. She thought she got most of them, so we'll see. This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of this also. But it's always a big show to go to. Like I said, with the dealership lighting and all that stuff, it's just pretty hard to beat the deal. Yeah, a nice GTO with a LS swap. And the cool thing is at 8:30 they go ahead and open up. That's my buddy Mike's 55. I don't know if she got any more of that. It's a really clean car. Maybe she didn't. But yeah, so at 8:30 they let all the race cars fire up. Of course, we're in right on the main federal highway in Lighthouse Point, so it's not it's pretty cool. They won't have to really worry about sound too much. There's a sound wall behind the dealership for the houses behind them, and of course it's still fairly early in the evening at 8:30 to do that. So, and been doing this. I think this is the 25th year of this show. So, that was a odd deal there. That I think it's a Volkswagen thing with an engine swap in it. Nice Superbird. Like I said, again, really nice cars up here. What'd you do? There's Mike's 55. This thing is super clean. It's almost what you would call a survivor car. It has been repainted, but it's all original. Ron, you have to kind of check out, just keep an eye out for, if you Google Darrell Gynn's Show of Shows, it's usually the first weekend in January on a Saturday night. I think it was on FloridaCarshow.com, and I will find that out for sure. And I'll leave it in the, I'll find out for sure. I'll leave that in the description. But there is really no mailing list for it. Eugene Reddy puts on the show every year, and it's like I say, because it's a very well attended show, and the parking lot can only hold so many cars. I think it holds about 350. My buddy Jonathan, who does our transmissions, he had his car there. He actually was a transmission mechanic at this dealership at one time. And Scott had his Le Mans there, and we had a bunch of friends that had their cars there. Yeah, hopefully, we'll get Dave's car there. Maybe we can get Chuck to go next year with his OBS with the twin turbo setup. And hopefully I'll have the Vet Hawk in some type of running matter. I'm sure it won't be painted and finished, but at least we'll get it down there. This was interesting, a Monte Carlo G-body with a Grand National engine in it. That was pretty cool. But yeah, Ron, check out tomorrow on the in the description. I'll try to put a link to Eugene's email or his Facebook page or wherever he is advertising at. Just so there's different ways you'll be able to find it for next year. And I think it was, like I said, on FloridaCarshow.com, and I'll post that on there also. I didn't see the milk truck. Those are so cool. I'd really like to find one of them and do a build one. They're pretty cool. I don't know if that was a Devco or which model it was. See if she got the picture of the... Nope, she didn't. Or maybe it's in different order. Oh, there was another step box truck back there too. But that does look like a Devco that was back there. Camaro with a Coyote in it. That's pretty cool. Well, actually, that's a 4.6 4-valve motor, not the Coyote. But still very cool swap there. And I gotta say, my daughter did good. She got a little bit of everybody's car in there, so she didn't stay true to just GM cars. This was a nice Chevy. I've always loved this body style Chevy. I don't think that was a bubble top, but the bubble tops are really cool. Even a custom. Pretty cool to see how a lot of people do different staging. You know, the C10 LS swap, nice. And I think she was dropping the camera like that because there was a lot of people walking around. She was trying not to get too many people in the videos. This car's been around the area for a long time. Mad rods, lawn chair seats, and air ride. Oh, a little front engine dragster setup. I didn't see this one. Of course, you got the dog in the video. And this S10, this Vega's been around our area racing for a number of years. Okay, she did pretty good with getting drag cars in there. This was the other fuel altered. I don't think they fired this one. And my buddy Mike that has the green one, that was one of his bodies he set up for this guy. This is Jonathan's car, my buddy that does all our transmission work. This car has been together for about 20 something years. Small block with a supercharger on it. And of course, Scott's Le Mans. And he won one of Darrell Gynn's choice awards for his car. Pretty radical rat rod there. I like that a lot better. Little patina to sedan. Nice. This is one of the Miranda built trucks that won Cool Wheels uh, Best of Show a couple years ago. Very, very nice car. A truck. An El Camino with a Grand National motor in it. It was pretty cool. And of course a Grand National. I don't know if she got the GTO sitting next to the right or to the left, but that's another Miranda built that won Cool Wheels Best of Show a couple years ago. Real nice build. So you can see it was a pretty good crowd there. Oh, what other pictures you got here? Now, this is Eugene's car. He actually raced this car in the 60s, and they restored it, and he goes around to some of the big car shows and stuff with it. He was actually at Daytona, parked next to me at a Turkey Rod Run. I don't know if she got the engine on this Chevy, but this was a real 409. It was really dark, but dual quads, real nice car. That just goes to show how much I didn't get around. I didn't even see these cars. Oh, nice Oldsmobile. That's cool. A couple more street rods. Oh, another one upside down. Oh, it's a shame that 55 is pretty nice looking. When I put all these together for the actual show for the video for the channel, I'll get all this stuff fixed, and of course I'll get a lot of the editing done. Hey, Wrench Sense, how you doing? No, she got a couple of them upside down. She probably didn't realize that the GoPro would do that on her. Shame, those are some nice looking cars. That one's LS swapped. Oh, another LS swap Camaro. Nice 64 wagon. Didn't flip. That was kind of wild, even for a Ford wagon, but they kind of patinaed the gold flake and there we go. There's a bubble top. I believe it is anyway. Standing on your head, you can probably tell. Oh, there we go. Those old Chevys with the painted trim on the side always look so cool. Yeah, you're right, Wrench. So you came in a little late. We were at the car show, and my daughter was doing the filming for me, and I didn't realize it was still on auto flip. And she really doesn't know a whole lot about the GoPros. She usually uses a DSLR. So, but we'll fix it around. I'll get them straightened out for when I make the actual video for the channel. And obviously, I'm going to have to do a lot of editing in there, but that was a nice Catalina, even though it was a Mordor. Eldorado convertible, you don't see too many of them anymore. And a GTA. Almost like yours, Chuck, except for you got the V8 in your GTA. Look at that Tri-Power 427 Vet. Now that's a car. Yeah, so there's no music in the background, Rent Sense, because it would get copyright music copyright hits on it. So hopefully that's all turned off in the background, because YouTube is really strict about that stuff. So that's why I'm just kind of talking over it. But later on, I'll show the fuel altered fire up. That there's no music in the background, so we can let that one go. Yeah, so this VW has been around. The guy did a really nice job with the punch dyes and stuff. The whole interior headliner's all punch dyed and stuff. Really cool car. These are Tom Sheehan's cars, the guy that owns the dealership. That's I think that's also a Miranda built car. And the GoPro was dead, so she took these with her phone. But these cars may be all Tom's cars, or they may be employees' cars. But I think the GTO, both, and the Firebird, and there's a late model Firebird 4th gen that's on the rack. I think those are all his cars. And this was a real high point NCRS Corvette original deal. Beautiful car. And really clean restoration on a K5. Oh, the voiceover's low on that. That's weird. So here's some more of the cars there. Yeah, I got my mic's all the way up. Oh, here's Tom's 4th gen This thing is spotless underneath. It looks like a brand new car. I don't know if you got it. Of course, the Miranda built Firebreak. She didn't get any underneath that thing. We were kind of talking about that on the Mirandas. They got it kind of a. They all the ones, they all have kind of the same design elements done to them. Hey, no problem. No problem, Wrench. I always appreciate anybody saying stuff, because you never know how it's going out there. I can only set it up on my end. I really don't know unless somebody tells me. And quite a few times I've started the show with no microphone. So, okay, so let me stop this. So, unfortunately, Eugene decided to stand right in front of the car, but he does move out. But let me go ahead and put the sound on for this, because there's no music in this one, so we can listen to this. But it's Mike's fuel altered firing up. Wait till he burps the throttle. See that thing jumping on the stands? Get this stall. There it goes. It was pretty bad. And she didn't get a video, and I don't see a video. But this Willys next to Mike's car is the original Ole's car that was raced back in the day out of West Palm Beach. He just found it on. Marketplace, believe it or not, and was able to verify that it was originally Ollie's car and Ollie Olson. And so a restoration process is going to be getting done on this thing soon, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let me catch up here. Cole said, got that attention. Yeah. Yeah, no channels with subs. But yeah, it was pretty cool that he was able to fire that thing up. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the sound off so I can go to the next video here. Oh, those are MOV things, so I can't just click the next one. So let me see what else she has on here. Well, I guess that might be all. That might be all of them. Yep. So that was all the videos she got from the show, but real good show. Cole said he jumped a little bit, and Wrench said I'm coming up to 10K subs in That content is better than mine. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm nowhere near 10K. I don't know what I need. Well, I need to get some more videos on the channel. I've got tons of videos that I haven't had a chance to edit yet. We've just been so busy in the shop, and then of course doing the live podcast shows every Tuesday night, and trying to put some content together for this. It does eat up a bunch of my time, but I definitely have to get back on getting the stuff caught up. Oh, I know. I had some pictures and video of the gas tank in the cup car. Let me see if I can do that real quick without taking up too much time here. Maybe what I'll do, what I'll do is let's go ahead and let's watch the fuel altered fire it one more time, and I'll get this this other stuff put in there. Let me get this set up here. All right, so yeah, so we'll go back and do one more run of the fuel alter, and I'll get the cup car update loaded up here. Where'd it go? There it is. It's a real shame that Eugene had to stand right in front of everybody and block the view, but we have to sound anyway. You're right. All right, so now I can go ahead and fix this. Never seen a nitro car in person. Probably need to do that. Yeah, and the fuel alters. That's not like a 90% gig. That's more of. I think they only run like 20% nitro or 30% nitro. But because it's supposed to be like a nostalgic thing. It's got a. I think it's an 871 blower on it, and it's got the old aluminum hat. So a little bit older setup, but still very cool. And of course, you can never beat nitro engines. All right, so let me. Yeah, so I run dual screen. So and the main screen is the one that has this. So I got to change disc. All right, need to put my tower up closer to my things. I have to put some glass on so I can see here. Wrench said I'd be scared of washing the rings down. Yeah, well, that's the nitro engines are pretty bad about that. You can see if you saw at the end of the video, the tuner took the main fuel line to the barrel valve off because they were trying to get it to shut down, and Mike was spraying gasoline into it so the motor wouldn't get lean. But timing lead, I bet you they're running 45, maybe 50 degrees timing on that thing with boost. It's pretty wild that they can they go ahead and do all that. But real cool operation. And fortunately, it's a really pricey deal. You know, when you're running a nitro deal, it doesn't take much to damage the engine, and then it gets pretty expensive. And Mike's a working guy like the rest of us, you know, and he's got all of his money, all of his life savings into that car. But still cool as hell. And I wish him a lot of luck this year. Hopefully the IHRA bring the fuel altereds back and he gets to race the car again. So here's some update on the Cup car. Let me go ahead and, I should have had this already opened up. Sorry about that. So this is the new fuel cell in the car. So I catch you guys up that may not know all the stuff in and out about the Cup car. I went and had it annual inspection and logbook done at HSR, which is the Historical Sports Car Racing Association, part of IMSA, and they have a road racing class 4 vintage NASCAR race cars. So they gave me the logbook and everything, but my fuel cell wasn't legal, so I had to put a new fuel cell in. So I had to put this ATI fuel cell, had to be FIA certified. Why isn't this allowing me to go to next? So all right, so I just have to go back and forth. So that was the fuel cell. There's the little stickers. You got dates. You can see that this fuel cell isn't even legal to run after 2030. That's crazy. So that's only 4 years. But they were saying it at the HSR that they allow the tanks 10 years, and then they have to be swapped out. So little pricey proposition to switch out. So here's got it in with the metal cover back on, and fitting up the crash supports, and got the vent lines and stuff all done up in it now. So it's all we just have a screw cap instead of the quick fill, because obviously nobody's gonna want to carry a fuel jug and do a quick fill. It's much easier to just put a funnel in and pour it out of a 5-gallon can, or pump it the way I prefer to do it. Let's see here. There's a close-up of the top of the fuel cell. So coming along pretty good now. I just got to get the radiator stuff back in it. Let's see what other pictures I got here. So on this one you can kind of see there's the upper supports are all painted up and it's all bolted down properly, and you can see the vent line goes up to the tube that comes out the back of the car. So when they do a quick fuel jug, that vent line goes and they stick a catch can in there to catch whatever fuel when the tank is full. When NASCAR would do that during races, they'd put it's a 22-gallon cell, and they'd put 2 11-gallon jugs in there, and then they would catch whatever came out of the tank, and then they would know how much fuel they put in and how much fuel was left in the car, so they can do their mileage calculations and stuff. So we'll go ahead and still use the same vent line for the tank. We just don't use the quick fill. And here's a little let me go ahead and here's a little video I did for so I'll add this to the Cup car videos. Rent says how long until electric motors go pro? Yeah, I don't know. I think the electric cars are going to slowly, at least with Republicans in the government, I think the electric cars aren't going to be as popular. I know it's an expensive gig with the batteries, and fire is a huge thing. In fact, I just saw on Facebook that Orlando Speed World has just mandated no full electric cars on the drag strip because they don't have the proper equipment to put out fires. I'm seeing now that a lot of times the only way they can for sure that these electric cars are fires are put out is they actually submerge the whole car into a metal containment with water and just flood and short the whole car out. But yeah, Cole, you're right. The batteries are super dangerous and expensive. That's the thing I don't get. When I was working in the fleet shop, I was certified for hybrids, and those batteries are nothing compared to a full battery car, a full electric car. And you got 200,000 miles on this Prius or on a Honda, and then the battery goes bad, and you got to spend $5,000-$6,000 on a battery. Who wants to put $5,000-$6,000 into a replacement battery on your 250,000 mile Prius? The car isn't even worth even a quarter of that money. And we're going to see that with the electric cars eventually. I don't know how long the batteries are going to last, but I would think that they probably have about a 10-year lifespan, and I would think that those are going to probably be in the $20,000 range. I've seen work orders for like Chevy Volts and stuff, and they were like at the $16,000-$18,000 price range. So I'm sure that they're all going to be about that. Wrench says electric bikes are insanely fast. Yes, I mean the whole electric thing is cool because it's instant torque. Whatever your voltage and motors can make, it's 100% right now. So, but it's not the fix for what we need in this country for vehicles, in my eyes. Anyway, Cole says carbon footprint is probably bigger than gas vehicle, especially for the 10 years duty cycle. Yeah, and you think about how much manufacturing is fuels and stuff are spent to build those things. So I mean, it looks good on paper, but it's not really. It's not the fix. They don't. The whole ban ICE engines, internal combustion engines, is not the way to go. I think hydrogen or maybe some other kind of alternate fuels are going to be a much better way to go and a lot less footprint. The hydrogen stuff is making a lot of progress, and I mean that now you've got something that's only emitting water out the tailpipe, and there's no difference when you're going to get rid of the car than our regular cars we have now. So and of course we don't have the infrastructure for either for electric or for hydrogen. That's the other problem. And electric, how much when they start building a bigger infrastructure, whatever. I'm not saying that right. For better electric grids and stuff, but most of the time they're using coal or or other kinds of alternate fuels to make the power. So it's still, once again, you're not really saving anything. So anyway, I'll get off my shoebox about that. But Cole says would be cool if there was a way to retro hydrogen on the basic IC. There is. At LS Fest last year, they had a 53 Chevy pickup that had a big hydrogen tank in the back, and it was on an LS engine. So it is being done. I don't know what the costs are, but Ryan says add in the stress on the roads from the weight. Yes, the electric cars are super heavy. Cole says, I just love burning gasoline. Yeah, me too. And it smells, especially you get in the ethanol and stuff like that. I think E85 cars smell great. And alcohol and all that stuff, nitro, I mean, all that stuff is awesome. So let's keep the ICE cars going. But anyway, so it's same as LPG fork trucks, pretty much. Yeah, and LPG has been in automobiles for a long time. So I don't know why they still, why they do it. So anyways, here's a couple little videos I did on the Cup car. Basically the pictures that I showed you earlier, but videos add to it. All right, here's the new ATI fuel cell. Brand new. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, you really can't see it really good, but there you go. It's the new cell. Now we'll go ahead and put the cover and the lid back on it and get her all strapped back in. So the fuel cell and the lid are in, and working on the vent tube, and we've got the safety cage all welded up. I just gotta drill a couple holes and get that painted, and paint the vent over here and get that hose hooked up, and we've got this thing knocked out. Alright, so there it is, the complete ATI fuel cell installed, top cover modified, and vent tube connected, the outside of the car. So she's ready to go racing. All new fuel cell foam, everything's brand new. And you have to love that Race Parts Solutions billet filler lid. Appreciate it, guys. Stuff is awesome. US made. Alright, now we just got to finish the roll bar padding and the radiator install. Yeah, so that was little videos that's going to go in the rest of the Cup car video collection. I need to finish up these. I still got to get the radiator back in and finish up the brake ducts, but getting really close to having this thing all finalized. I was hoping to have it done this week, but I have to family deal I have to go to, so I'm gonna have to be out of town for a couple days. So I had to put that on hold, but we're really close to getting this thing wrapped up and get this thing going. Yeah, Dave, the radiator's fixed, but it's not. Well, we had the radiator in it, but it had a leak. Unfortunately, while it was laying around in the shop, it got knocked over a couple times and ended up putting a small pinhole in one of the tubes. So I had to send the radiator out to the radiator shop, and they repaired the tube, and I just got to get it back in and wire up the fans. So that won't take me a couple hours, but glad to get this fuel cell deal taken care of. The old cell had two holes where the lines came out with a round hole in the center. So I welded them shut and hammered and dollied it and got it all flattened out and painted the top pan, and then obviously cut the hole for the larger fuel cell plate that this type cell has on it. I still have to I want to change the washers. There were new washers I had, but they're too big and kind of look silly on there, so I need to fix that. And but yeah, so that part of the car is all done now. Got really lucky that these NASCAR guys were pretty smart. All the red on the car is a very common red, so I was able to go to Depot and buy red paint. It's almost an exact match, so it worked out real nice. Yeah, Wrench says cold case rads are great, but accidents happen. Yeah, I mean, it was a used radiator to start with. If I had to order that radiator new, it would have probably been about an $1,800 radiator, because it has custom 1 3/4 tubes in it in the core, 2 rows of them. So it's got a 4 inches of tube going across it. So it's a big, huge custom CR radiator. Of course, being it came out of a NASCAR, it's got the NASCAR inspection sticker on it and stuff, so it really fits with the rest of the car. It's dual pass radiator and stuff, so and it just had a really small pinhole in it. It's just one of those things that, you'd fill it up and it would just have a small little continuous drip. It wasn't horrendous, but had to fix it. So, but now it's fixed, and they pressure tested it and everything. It's all good to go. And obviously, with that much tube surface area in it, I mean, a little bit of solder on the edge of one tube isn't going to hurt anything. But yeah, so we'll get that back in, and I got to change roll bar padding. I put standard roll bar padding in there, and of course, for road racing, they want SFI fire resistant hard density foam roll bar padding. So I bought a case of them, and they're a little pricey, but I got the right stuff because I'm trying to make this car 100% correct. I don't want to sell a car to somebody and either they work on it or they take it to a shop and they're like, oh, this is hokey pokey stuff. I want it to be right. Yeah, Wrench, appreciate that. Hit like buttons, and I definitely would like to get this thing rolling along better. But hopefully we'll get next week we'll do the Cool Wheels show, and then the week after that we'll get back into some tech stuff. I want to start rolling back through what we did at the beginning, so we'll go back through wiring and fuel injection installs and plumbing and all the stuff that we did back in the first 60, 70 episodes of the show. Back then I wasn't really good about getting proper stuff in the titles. So, if people are going back through the playlist, it's very easy for them not to know what the videos were. And, I get it. Not everybody wants to sit and watch hours and hours and hours of podcast shows to maybe get some nuggets. So I'm trying to get better on that. I hope you guys see I was able to get my DSLR to focus in a lot better. There was some settings that were wacky. It still has an issue with close in focus, and I just realized why, because the lens that I had on the camera right now is a medium distance. It's not a macro lens. So I may have to pick up another one. That other one I had a big scratch in the lens. I thought that's what why it was blurry, but maybe not. Maybe it was just in the settings. But anyway, that's pretty much what I got for the show tonight. Appreciate everybody coming and watching, listen to me ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed the sights of the car show, and we'll have a Cool Wheel show next week. So that should be real good, and hopefully I'll try to get that one edited up and get some music in the background, so it'll be a little bit better than just having me talk all the time. Yeah, you're right. Wrench GoPro is probably better, and I'm probably going to do the GoPro at the show. I know if you look at some of the videos back, the Good Guys Columbus show from 2 years ago, I used GoPro in that one. It was really nice because I got it on a stick, and I could actually put my hand in the window of the car and get a real good view of the dashboard and stuff. Those were really some high-end builds, so it worked out real good. So, yeah, I appreciate that, Rick. I mean, she really gets a kick out of doing the videos. Of course, she lives in St. Louis, so it's not often that she's around that she can help out like that. But, yeah, you're right, Wrench. The GoPros, when I have them on the race cars at the track, I got to keep a rag over them to keep them out of the sun because they will overheat. So, but we'll get that going for next week, and we'll keep things moving along. And as Wrench said, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. It's free. Helps with the algorithm. You'll get notifications when I drop new content. So it all works out really well. And so let me just get some stuff queued up here. So really appreciate you guys watching, and have a great week. And I'll see everybody next Tuesday. And if you happen to be in the Deerfield area, come next Sunday to the Cool Wheel show. There'll be over 1,200 cars there, so it'll be a real good show. So with that, I'll see you all later. See ya!